afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the LSU Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
10-10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. They start out with a run by Ferguson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Barrett on play action. Now he's forced out right. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the carry, it's Ferguson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
For Oregon.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go. His first collegiate snap. What a spot as the Tigers come up 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They go play action here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now this throw caught left side, and he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 17 yards out. And LSU has taken the early lead. And a ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1 yard gain.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. A second down carry for Ferguson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
This is Burgess, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. LSU with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Kelly. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throw left side complete. That's Holmes. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback is sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
eluding the pressure right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. 47 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
For the Oregon field goal, a 19-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. This is caught. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And LSU adds on to their advantage. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career, and certainly a moment that he will never forget.
And it always helps to get that first one out of the way, doesn't it? I know right now that he just wants to go and jump to the top of the stadium and throw his hands up and exult a little bit. But he's had a chance to prove that he can do it now. He got it done. It's been a long time in the making. Now he's just got to harness that emotion and continue to play.
Taken in at the 3. A nice little juke. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
LSU takes over 1st and 10. At their
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let one fly here for a... And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And what a big-time play there. And even 50 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And LSU adds on to their advantage. LSU lining up here to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw on 3rd down, Barrett. Escaping the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Barrett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Ferguson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
For another Oregon first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Extra point.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barrett, and that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Oregon's punter out on the field as he's on here to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's the option. Shedding the tackle. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete to Kelly. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports.
38.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown from 13 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
In the end zone.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. LSU lining up here to go for 2.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Ducks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. This into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and
Once
10.
again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
22-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. 22 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again. Barrett. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Operating from the gun, Barrett. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cameron, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the gun, Barrett. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the contact.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On third down, Barrett. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And goal to go.
Operating from the gun, Barrett. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. I'm surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon, from 10 yards out. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this carries into the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Nice move at the 40. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.